May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Good day.
Sorry? You should ask. They must have... Especially,
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island. Good day. Do you know anything?
Why? As a matter 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the town. He was telling these stories. He went outside for a moment to... And well, he never came back. He wasn't... No. Something happened to him.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port.
Two? You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You do know that lying is forbidden in the sacred texts. Lies from someone as pious as yourself.
Petrus. All politics. Why am I not surprised to see you playing the lawyer to infidels?
Remember your manners, Aloysius, and tell us politely what this is about. The Mother Cardinal will be most saddened to hear that you have shown aggression to an emissary, and you know she'll listen to me.
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. These Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you...
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally...
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way.
Locked.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us, but you must make haste. They are planning some...
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
And what can I do for you?
That will be all, Quartermaster.
What can I do for you, my child?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral. She said she was...
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some... and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already they look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands.
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
Thélème was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic, but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword in hand, chasing your cousin.
What was your role at my uncle's?
No,
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
do you want from me, my son?
Sir, decide.
The congregation. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Norts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange the sorcerer. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed the only logical reason is that they are at its origin? I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurd.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us? Anything else?
Don't hesitate.
Good day, Desade. How can
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminous, and he spoke of his fears concerning the North.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and see...
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because...
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to... More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nort's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way, we'll know exactly what the Norts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
These buildings are the property of Norts no one is authorized to enter.
Step aside, guard. I am Captain Vasco, and I am under the orders of Admiral Cup. We're here to inspect...
Thousand pardons, Captain. Enter, if you please.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to... And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use it.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us.
And this story about the Malachor?
I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Poison on my blade. Let's go!
May the shadow engulf our enemies. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his orders. According to him, they practice a religion close. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extreme...
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Naut's tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme... The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular... If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical. And absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we...
Desarde, what can I do?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. We discovered this island. Nearly a few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest ally, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very the magic of the natives of Tirfredi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation devastating. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is.
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to...
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Delighted to see you again, Sister Ephesia.
Father Petrus, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Merely a courtesy call.
How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you. Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. I am the Donegad. Yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The questions have no value when one already claims.
But
it is your case. You believe you know the answers. You see, answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
that is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
Ber Tirtumad, on all Menawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this clan. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect. All that's and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Ah, I have heard this question before. You sound like the mind. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Renoixe. Anything more?
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say. What do you seek?
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough.
Leave me be! Even your...
Can't you leave us alone? Monsanite!
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Birtir to Madre Naikse.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that... Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where...
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gicane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is your turn.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warrior, but I don't have an answer. It is the rituals I know are made to celebrate nature, to honor and bring her blessings upon us. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must... Your turn.
This is a delicate question, but would you...
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call... There are spirits everywhere. In you and in us. There is not only one. I cannot tell you more if you are not... It was fun. More than with a woman who makes light.
You have a strange stare, Naikse. Leave me alone.
Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Ernaikse ya toigan quachesa de elodeis. Samermila machde wegander.
Leave us alone, Renaixai. We have had enough of all your foolish questions that never end.
Ernaikse ya toigan quachesa de elodeis. Samermila machde wegander.
Leave me be! Even you...
Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Birtir Tumad.
You're different from... well...
You others. I am a gatherer.
What can you tell me about the belief?
The beliefs? Our beliefs are the same as we believe. In the rain, in the beast. I do not know.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. I am not a denegad. Even why you bother me with these questions? I go and bother some...
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong. Said that nature, these men, she sniffed around everywhere. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods.
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a dark spirit, if you prefer?
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help. Anything new?
No. Perhaps you should talk.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
I'm sure this young lady could help us. She appears to be playful and to love pranks. Or we could just break some of these pots. That'd keep him busy.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast and it will only...
Go away, Renaigse. You are not welcome in my home. Go away, Renaigse. What's happened here? Who broke my pottery?
What a horrible mask. How can someone wear such a thing unless they're worshipping some dark creature?
I wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This is exactly the kind of proof we've been looking for. An evil cult, far from some naive veneration of nature and other island spirits.
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
All these gruesome and bloody horrors leave no room for doubt. There is a demonic cult here. We should go tell Sister Ephesia.
Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut.
And what did you discover? By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village. And I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes.
I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
My child, it's time to wake up. Our nervous friend is here.
Maybe unless you protect me in this battle.
Bit of poison on my blade. Where could our man have gone?
These strange roots are forming some kind of door. This must be where he went.
Be careful. Is everything okay? You started wobbling all of a sudden.
I had a sort of flash vision. Just for an instant, I was a tree in a storm.
What exactly did you see? Perhaps these images will help us find an entrance into the sanctuary.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.